when you've spoken to Michael Clarke today and been around the Aussies, do they feel that although they aren't going to be able to win the Urn, do they feel that like they have a bit of momentum with them at the moment?
Well, the thing about the Aussies is they're disappointed with Lords. They were terrible at Lords, but they came within 14 runs of winning at Trent Bridge, but they actually didn't play very well. And you'd have to say if they had all their time, they would have been 360 in front with 100 overs to play, and they would have won it at Old Trafford. So that they could have been, you know, all things being equal, they could have been 2-1 up instead of 2-0 down. So they're actually, their batting is obviously a problem. Their batting's thin, but they're actually quite buoyed by the fact that they've been competitive in 2 of the 3 Test matches and should have won the last one.
What do you think, Adam? Do you think this next Test match, Australia, are going to come back into the series?
Well, I think it helps their last performance. And they were after Lords. They were nowhere. You would have said that. I mean, Jimmy Anderson's call of 5-0 seemed like, you know, wasn't that outrageous at that stage. Now the momentum might have, you know, we've all played in games where momentum can change things like so quickly, and especially the way they dominated that last Test. They'll definitely have a lot more confidence. They're a young side, and I think young sides tend to go a lot more on how, you know, on the momentum of things, whereas more experienced sides tend to get past that. I think it's just going to be a competitive test because I think the Aussies will be confident. I think England didn't necessarily play that well down at Manchester, and I think they'll pick themselves up. They're a more experienced side, so I just think it's going to be a good test here. What do you think, Steve? The quick turnaround going to suit one side or another?
Well, the momentum's with Australia, but I think the Aussie bowlers are going to be more suited on this wicket. The one thing I've noticed with and been impressed with the Australian bowlers, they've bowled that little bit fuller. They've done all the research on what lengths to bowl. They've bowled a natural English length rather than the little bit shorter Australian length.